Welcome to Serenity Productions. Alright, I can't. If I look through one more book, I'm gonna scream. You said a Lagartia. I'm pretty sure that was just a growl, Cypher. And I second the growl. Okay. How are your eyes not hurting with all the work that we've been going through? Is that a glasses joke? No, but I do have to ask, because you're really the only one of us that wears glasses. Cypher. Okay, I'm dropping it. Is she always this uptight, Big Bad? Skills. How mad at me would you get if I say, chuck this book at your handler? Ex-handler, remember? Correction, then. How mad would you be if I chucked this book at the damn hybrid who's getting on my last nerve? Okay, maybe we're all a little testy right now. This should help a little bit with that. Oh, thank the gods. Coffee! Thanks, Sasha. No problem. Sorry if it's not the good stuff. I had to go to the local convenience store. Shit, what time is it? 3 in the morning? Fuck, no wonder why I can't focus. Well, I think we've gathered all the info we're going to in this section. And if I ask Bailey to get us another late-night pass, she's gonna start wondering if something's up. No, Big Bad, you may not intimidate the Omega. Her pure blood would mess you up. Who wants to start placing bets? What's the starting rate? We're not getting into this argument tonight. I am too tired and do not have enough energy to deal with it. Alright, gang, so to recap. Wraiths want to do some sort of ceremony with a component no one knows about, and they think Eve is the key to it for some reason, as they wanted to kidnap her. Is it really kidnapping if she isn't a kid? These are the questions that need to be asked, Lagartia. Cypher. Besides, there's no information on Wraith ceremonies, the gates, or anything like that that can help. Honestly, I don't know what we were expecting to find. Tess and her Wendigo friend combed this entire library trying to find stuff. It might have been a little arrogant of us to think we would find anything more. Also, we've been through their notes 1,000 times, and there is nothing in there that mentions a ceremony at all. So, what we are basically going on is what Mel's father has so graciously given us. And don't forget about this little wonderful thing of unimaginable power. Please be careful with that. Apparently, that's like 1 of 10 now. Morgana is working with our termination team to make more, but it's taking more time than we thought. We're finding the more you work on them, the more your soul is likely to fracture. Yeah, I know. The team has been changed out 5 times now. And every time they need to change out, we need to train a new one. Which takes a week in itself. And with how many the termination team are using, we can't make enough to restock them. I thought your aunt was going to talk with them about that. I have. But the council and the board went to working on overtime. And they're not open to taking criticism right now. Are they ever? Fair point, Fangs. Also, we're running out of materials. The Gorgons won't give any more? Not until they're given a seat on the council. And many are reluctant to do it because it opens up the council seats to many more groups. They should be given a seat at the table. It's been too long since we had a new member. You know the Fae are the ones that are pushing back, right? The Fae can suck it. They shouldn't be this resistant. Especially with what's going on in the Ethereal right now. Wraith and Soulless Rays on villages, travelers are going missing more and more. And of course, Harriet's hybrids are still with them. And we haven't heard a word of those 2 that led the attack on the pen. Harlow and Medea. Let's not give them you-know-who status. This is so frustrating. I think we all can agree on that point. But we've reached the end of the line when it comes to research. And no matter how many books we pour over, we need to come to the realization that the research center only has a fraction of the history of the ethereal world. And without drawing attention to what we're doing, which we aren't even supposed to be doing, mind you, we can't go asking outside sources for help. We need to go to the Ethereal. Yeah, we know that. And we requested a trip there, but we were denied by the council due to Crystal sticking her nose in where it doesn't belong. All because the council finally decided to let Scales off the probation program. Also, the board is not too happy with the fact that Eris had Tess and Wendy working behind the scenes. So no one in power is really on our side. And the Demon Lord can only do so much. I'm not saying we go legally. I'm saying we just go. Are you saying we break the rules? Hold on. Okay. No one should be able to hear us now. You do realize we would be risking not only our jobs, but jail, right? Like, we'll all be bunking right next to Harriet if we're lucky. Listen, I get that, but if we want real answers and to get ahead of this, we're not gonna find it here on the mundane. We need to get first-hand evidence of what's going on. And if they are gathering anything else, and how do we stop it? Whatever it is. And how do you suggest we get there? Ask our friendly local fae? The docks. The docks? We go in on one of the shipping containers. Technically, it's still legal to travel through a portal that way, so we won't get into too much trouble. That's a loophole at best. A loophole is better than straight breaking a rule. And the docks are not as well monitored as you think. All it takes is a few coins in someone's back pocket and we'll have our way over no problem. So what, we just sneak into the Ethereal? Yes. We have tried several different appeals now. All of them have been shut down. I know we're just rehabilitation, but we've been dragged into the middle of this now. And I don't want to wait for them to plan another attack. And where would we stay? I was thinking Fang's place. Don't even start. It's as good a place as any to lay low, and since Mel helped with making sure the purebloods and the Phase Alliance went to Hellion, your species still doesn't have the best relationship, which means it'll be the perfect place to plan our next move and have a base of operations. I highly doubt the vampires haven't put up wards to guard against wraiths at this point. What about Big Bad over here? Werewolves and vampires, remember? And I've seen them and Fangs together. They're practically siblings now. Surely Fangs can vouch for them. I don't know, Cypher. We can't just sit on the sidelines and wait anymore. We need to find out what's going on. And I'm not willing to wait for the board or the council to get off their asses. I don't want to wait for the third attack attempt on the pen before we start taking all this more seriously. And let's not forget, they have their eyes set on Eve now. If anything, that should make us want to move our asses even more. Wouldn't Eve going with us just be us serving her up on a silver platter? If you're doing this, I'm not staying behind. Maybe. But Eve and you are the best hunters I know besides the rest of your family. And maybe we can find more answers with you there, Eve. But it's time to take action. Or are we really just gonna sit around and wait, just like the council and the board want us to do? Medea dragged all of us into this. So I say let's make her regret targeting our own. She's right. I know she is. I just don't like it. Fangs, how long has it been since you've been home? Think your family is up for a little family reunion? Okay. We do need to tell Aunt Eris. I'm not leaving her out of this. That would just make me a hypocrite. And we probably will need her help to get papers on a ship, getting people to replace us for a bit, and to remove our tracking ruins and any other pen ruins we might have on us. So, like, all of our pen ruins? Yeah, that's gonna hurt like a bitch. Shit. It's basically gonna be like us losing our employee badges, Big Bad. And it's gonna be worse than getting a normal tattoo removed. Again, shit. We'll also need to gather our own supplies. Armor, weapons, the whole thing. Which means stealing from the termination team. I have a better way to get weapons than that. I have my own group outside the pen that owe me quite a few favors.
Fangs and I will handle accommodations on the Ethereal.
The Gartia and I had the ship taken care of. I know a few sirens that work the docks, so I can get us over no problem. I want everyone to think about this very carefully. We are going against orders, getting involved in something much bigger than any of us, and much more dangerous. We have a limited way to fight back now, but the danger is still there. Everyone needs to be fully on board with this plan, or we do not go at all. I'm in.
Us too.
Big Bad. Alright. Then everyone go home. We'll get started on the planning tomorrow. And not a word of this to anyone. Agreed?
Agreed.